Hey guys, it's your boy Kenny Boulder with another Pokemon video, and today's topic is going to be about tariffs and Pokemon cards because we are seeing a surge of Pokemon investors, of people who are coming to the hobby because they see the current real life Wall Street market basically collapse. And so I saw an article today by the New York Post opinion. Tariffs are driving investors to Pokemon and Mickey Mantle as trading cards gain credibility as domestic assets. Since its invention, Wall Street has dedicated what counts as real investment. Stocks, absolutely. Property and real estate, of course. But trading cards, too sentimental, too niche, too hobbyist. That outer perception is shifting fast. As tariffs begin driving the imported goods, consumers are increasingly turning towards domestic assets already here. Resale markets, collectibles, and trading cards are seeing a surge in demand as investors seek out alternatives beyond the traditional mix of stocks and bonds. This came out today. So, first off the bat, this is bad. This is bad. When you have mainstream media indicate that you can make money off of children's cardboard, off of hobbyists, that collectively is a failure of the market. And I say this because the market for Wall Street is collapsing. We've seen record lows recently, and I'm not economic guy. I'm not a Wall Street investor. I'm not a Wall Street bets guy. I think we have a problem that this is becoming mainstream here. I say this because, obviously, we all know what's happening. Tariffs have affected the global market. The global market has caused people losing their jobs, or for, real case, people wanting to reinvest their money. And of course, they're looking into Pokemon cards. So I think this is a warning sign. This should be an alarm. Collectibles have emerged as a legitimate asset class. $600 million global industry, with trading cards alone valued at $15 million. There are no more nostalgic artifacts. They're financial instruments with staying real power. This is bad. This is fucking bad. And I say this because these guys are true investor bros. These guys, in their opinion piece, are basically bringing down the hammer of people who are going to invade the hobby further. And they're going to see this as a way to get more money off of us, off of collectors, off of retailers. And of course, the pictures they post is a $35,000 card, a $27,000 card, a $143,000 Pikachu card. Cards have recently sold for eye-popping amounts. A Jack Colino 2024 Bowman Draft Chrome prospect autographed, a Shohei Ohtani 2018 Topps Heritage card, and the Pikachu 2015 Pokemon XY Promo Japanese Art Academy card. Trading cards share many similarities with assets banks already recognize as legitimate investments. Long before blockchain promised digital scarcity, cards were versatile limited edition assets with authentication and passionate collector bases. Well, no shit, they have passionate bases because the fan bases aren't there to make money. They've never been there to make money. In fact, I think recently the hobby is becoming a melting pot of greed and people who think they can make money. And that is what is making and ruining this hobby right now. Unlike many speculative digital assets, trading cards have survived recessions, inflations, market crashes, and now a tariff-driven economy, proving their resilience. Fuck. Dude, we are so cooked. We're so cooked. The fact that they think that the Pokemon card market is resilient, that it is proofed, means we're in a bubble. You are literally making a bubble right now, and that bubble is going to pop any fucking time soon because of you guys. Because if you're going to move all your assets into Pokemon cards, surprise, everyone's going to do the same thing, and you're going to see a bubble burst. Co-writer Alex Ohanan, right with his wife Serena Williams, walked one of many red carpets in New York City. So the co-writer of this fucking article is this guy here. At Alt, we've tracked millions of transactions across graded trading cards on major marketplaces, and the data is telling a compelling story. The trading card market is not only vibrant, it is growing. In 2024 alone, grade trading transactions across markets grew by 17.8% compared to 2023 and 68.7% compared to 2021. reflecting a steady and sustained interest in the category over the past 4 years. That's because the market has like exploded in with all the Pokemon interest card hobbyists coming in. I will tell you right now, a lot of people, like myself, have entered the hobby because of the pandemic. And now with Pokemon Pocket, Pokemon games, Pokemon new sets coming out every month, the hobby is indeed outgrown its customer base. And because of that, the demand is so fucking high that scarcity has completely affected every form of the hobby. If we're just talking about Pokemon cards, we're talking about massive amounts of money. I remember reading an article that basically said that Pokemon cards, that like over 80% of Pokemon cards have been printed within the last like 10 or 5 years. That's crazy that the demand has gone up so much that Pokemon cards is just like considered an asset now. Okay. Particularly notable is the momentum in the sub $1,000 category, where both transaction count and value grew nearly 18%. A clear indicator of trading cards remaining accessible, investable, and relevant to the broad range of collectors and investors alike. Dude. Oh no. This is bad. Why are they literally like making this seem like so profitable? Nowhere is this growth more apparent in Pokemon cards, whose worth has risen significantly recently. Our data has shown the overall value has increased by nearly 20% over the past few months, with some individual cards experiencing price surges of up to 150%. That is such bullshit. If you look at Drain Together right now, those values have not gone up. Maybe Prismatic Evolutions has, maybe some old collectible cards has, but overall, I think prices have not gone up by that much. And maybe this seems like silly, telling you what's happening, what's not happening. End of the day, these guys think that the market is so good and so juicy that this is like the most safe bet right now. This is tariff proof. You can get in the Pokemon card hobby. You can buy stuff and get your asset. Diversify your asset, bro. And this is where I'm saying no. No, 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 no. Let's keep going. This trend underscores the growing recognition of trading cards cases as viable assets in today's market. As avid collectors, we've been trading cards since childhood. Back then, it was about scrapping together the cash to buy the must-have cards, but over time, it became clear we weren't just collecting, we were investing. I hate this. I am fucking dying right now. Holy shit. Please, no. No, no, no. You are not investing. You're collecting. The fact that you're incorporating dollar amounts, the fact that you think that the money is a major element of any collectible, for me is insane. Pokemon cards are not an investment. They're not an asset. They're children's cardboard. You're supposed to play and collect Pokemon cards. The fact that these guys are saying that, hey, your collection of cards is worth lots of money. It's real money. And then now you could use that money to make lots of more money is insane for me. Oh my god. For investors seeking liquidity, trading cards provide entry points at almost any price. This sounds like a fucking scheme. This sounds like a really shitty like get rich scheme right here, where you can make a ton of money with Pokemon cards. And I want to be clear, that's not the case. You can't make a business overnight with $20 worth of Pokemon cards. And if you're a serious go-getter, sure, maybe you can be a huge scalper and flip cards, but no one has the time and energy, really, to spend literally a full-time job flipping Pokemon cards. You're not going to be able to find enough product right now in this market, and you're not going to be able to really have the patience to see that card pile of cash, so to speak, grow, because right now the market's so saturatedly gone. No one can find Pokemon right now at stores. As traditional goods and imports are becoming more expensive and less accessible, collectibles offer a rare edge. They're already here. They're not fucking here. You go to Walmart, Target, GameStop, there's going to be a line of 40 dudes already trying to find Pokemon cards already. This is not an easy way to get into the hobby right now. I'm sorry. It's delusional to think that you can just walk in and buy all the Pokemon cards. Yeah, it's just delusional. Alright. Often, the most revolutionary investment opportunities are not new technology, but all assets viewed with fresh eyes. With tariff pressures mounting and resale business booming, the market isn't waiting for banks to catch up, and neither are we. Oh my god, this hurts. I can't believe I'm reading investment bro terminology from like actual investment bros. These guys, you know, maybe this is clickbait. Maybe this is, I mean, this is an opinion piece, but the fact that I saw this article kind of shows you the situation with Pokemon right now. These guys generally do think that you can make money off of this, and you know, some of the pictures they posted is all of his Serena Williams pictures here of her cards. And obviously, when you're married to Serena Williams, you're gonna have a lot of her cards, which I think is fucking wild. Imagine if I had like a picture of all my girlfriends, like of her just stuff, doing stuff. I think that's a little. I mean, maybe people might think it's wholesome, but the fact that you have collectibles of her, PSA graded of her, just lying around like this is like, yo. Investment strategies, bro. You know, like, that's just, like, good for him. Maybe that's a way of showing your love to someone you care about, is you have collectibles of her and hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of her. So, very cool. I'm sure she likes that. Another one is, of course, this picture he posted of him looking at a card at a card show. I think this is just like, read the room, man. Don't get me wrong. Card shows are a place where you do find stuff you want. I respect and appreciate anyone who is a card show enjoyer, but like the fact that you're using your joy, you're like, hey, I'm having so much fun with this hobby, now let's ruin this place and make money off of it, is like, why you gotta do that, homie? Like, end of the day, this is not part of the hobby. The hobby isn't about making money, it's about enjoying the cards. Like, can't you just enjoy the cards without the money aspect of it? That's really the premise of this video, is you don't have to make money off of children's cardboard. You don't have to make money off of Pokemon. You don't. You don't. You can just let it be and let it roam free. But obviously, Pokemon Investor Bros, they've been talking about this for a while. Stores are taking advantage of tariffs. 600 Canadian moose is ridiculous even for 25% levy in Canada. $5.99. This rivals pre-order. Stock market going to affect Pokemon. Been debating with a buddy. He thinks the stock market drama is going to cause the bubble to pop for Pokemon. I keep telling him stocks are 98% owned by rich people and politicians. 2% are the common people. I told him we think we might be crazy run here since people are pulling out stocks they might do a 2021 Logan Paul type run. What do you guys think? Stock market going to cause a Pokemon crash? Or are we going to see a rapid influx of cash pump dump in Pokemon market? Someone recently bought all the Zhang D tag team cards. Thoughts? It's speculative. This is just like fucking copium, bro. I just hate it. Get me out of here. I don't like the subreddit. And I think these guys are clowns. What are your thoughts? Hobby faces headwards. Japan gets tariff of 24%, striking blow to one of the US's closest military allies. Gonna make those 0 packs of cards in stores way more pricey. Will tariffs affect us? Do you think the price of Pokemon cards will fall following the stock market crash? People might be more cautious in general, but not willing to spend as much on cards. At least for me, seeing my stocks go down makes me feel like I lost a ton of money. So I'm not interested in spending as much on cards, which would drive the prices of cards down too if other people just feel the same way. I mean, this is the situation. It's all fucking speculative. No one understands. No one understands the market, and the fact that we're trying to have a crystal ball and using this crystal ball to be like, the market for Pokemon is going to be high. It's going to go down. It's going to be right in the middle. Like, I'm not Goldilocks, but even I know something is not hitting right. It's either too warm or too fucking cold or whatever. I don't get it. This situation is a situation where it just makes no sense anymore. Because at the end of the day, and this is my whole tangent of this whole video, is you should stop using Pokemon cards as an investment tool. Because it is literally children's cardboard. The fact that we are using Pokemon as a source of income, of asset management, of just making money is just absurd. For me, and this is me being nice here, investors, Pokemon investors, have always been the same side of Pokemon scalpers. Because if all you think is money, if all you think is making a profit, the only difference between a scalper and Pokemon investor is when you sell. That literally is it. And I'm not saying like, oh, I bought only one sealed ETB to, have it sealed. That's not the same fucking thing. These investor bros literally are, hey, I have to buy 100 ETBs and have approximately 151 booster bundles so that I can make money in the future. That's what I'm talking about. These guys think that their Pokemon card collections are going to be their retirement plans. And, I say this with honesty here. It isn't. The fact that you think so is... it's careless, it's reckless, it's dumb. And if you are worried about your retirement plan, the stock market is a good time to buy. And I say this because a lot of people who are actual investors or collectors, whatever you want to call them, they're not that old. Like, if you spend all that money on Pokemon cards and you put that in a Roth IRA, and I'm not a financial advisor. I am absolutely not a financial advisor. But even I know that a retirement fund like that is a better way of putting your money to investing your future than putting in and hoarding children's fucking cardboard. You're going to be sitting on children's cardboard. You're going to be sitting on Prismatic Evolutions for 20 years? Is that your retirement plan? What if you have to move? What if you have to sell your assets? What if the market bursts? Because the market can burst. These investor bros, they see Wall Street not working, so they choose to go to Pokemon. What if Pokemon, the market bursts? And people are going to be like, Kenny, you are a fear monger. I'm not. I'm being realistic to you. Maybe you need someone to tell you this right now, saying that, hey, maybe this is a bad idea. Maybe you shouldn't put your entire future, all your eggs, in a basket of Pokemon cards. And some folks will then say, well, this is diversification, bro. I'm diversifying my assets. Find a new fucking hobby, man. I don't want you to come in the Pokemon hobby. That's really it. This is not a place for investor bros. Find somewhere else to ruin your hobby. Like, go find another thing to ruin, like NFTs or cryptocurrencies. I don't fucking know. Why does it have to be Pokemon cards? Why does it have to be something I care about and I cherish about? And of course, then you're going to say, well, Pokemon interest rates and things go up and the prices have got... It's like, this is exactly why it's been ruined. This is why the hobby's become toxic and such a clown fiesta. And this is why we see people post tariffs are going to increase and therefore you need to diversify and go to the new Pokemon card market. And this is why I say, leave my hobby alone. Please. I'm begging you. Go find somewhere else to ruin. And at the end of the day, guys, I know that everyone is a Pokemon investor or a scalper. I do. And I'm not saying everyone is. But I'm saying the warning signs are happening. People are seeing this and they're seeing the markups. They're seeing the market. And they're saying like, oh my gosh, maybe I can make some money off of children's cardboard. And all I have to do is go wait in line at GameStop on Friday morning at 7 a.m. to buy my one single ETB of Prismatic Evolution so that I can flip it and make money in 10 years. And that's going to hurt people. That's the moral of the story, is that people see this and they're going to think this is like a Ponzi scheme or get a quick rich scheme. It isn't that easy. In fact, it's better to save your money and have a cash flow that you can use for other things. Not everything is about making money right away. And that's the thing that I think people need to understand, is that the people who are in the market to make money are some of the most scummiest, really dumb, cruel, idiotic people I can imagine. They're willing to steal. They're willing to break, social norms. These people that are trying to make money are not your typical investor. And now the investor bros are coming in. They're going to have to be with the sneaker bros, the scalper bros, the PS5 bros, and it's like, this hobby is just full of like clowns, and at this point we're the full circus. So, end of the day, guys, I had to make this video as a warning and as a plea to not follow in these footsteps and not become a Pokemon investor. So, If you like this content, guys, let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and comment. Again, it's your boy, Kenny Bowler, so I appreciate you watching this video. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time, y'all. Take care.